Hey, what is going on, guys? Time to take a look at another set of Converge figures. Now, this isn't a normal set, this is the Gold Edition set. So this is all the different Gold Gundams in here, or mobile suits, I guess I should say. Now, this is a box of 8 in here, I believe, but there's 5 different mobile suits, so we will have a couple of doubles in there. If we take a look up close here, you can see this is part of the Converge 10th anniversary, and the Gundams included in here are the Gundam Astray Gold Frame, the Yakushiki Kai, the mass-produced type Yakushiki Kai, the Akatsuki Gundam Shiranui unit, and the Shining Gundam Super Mode. So there you go, obviously a gold themed package here for this one. So let's get it popped open and see what we got in here for our doubles. So it looks like we've got doubles of both the Yakushiki Kais. So we've got one of the Shining Gundam, one of the Akatsuki, 2 of the Astray Gold Frames, and then 2 of the Yakushiki Kai, and then 2 of the mass-produced type Yakushiki Kai. So we'll go ahead and go through these in order as we do. Starting off here with the Astray Gold Frame. Here on the front, once again, there's the 10th anniversary Converge logo there. Really love that logo. It'd be nice to have a high-res version of that, even on like a t-shirt or something like that. I'd wear it. Gold edition there at the top, and you can see just a picture of what the figure is going to look like. Nice gold, and it's got that awesome bazooka. I love that Astray bazooka here on the top, as we saw there in the box. Unfortunately, the eyes don't actually light up like that. Would love if they made these where the eyes actually light up. That'd be pretty awesome. And here on the back, just some information about the Astray Gold Frame, and then the other kits in the lineup. And it's cool, they're all different, actually, colors of gold too. It would have been kind of a disappointment if they were just like all in the same shade of gold. So they could just like save on gold paint costs, I guess, just by making them all the same color. But fortunately, they are actually all accurate to their different colors of gold. So here is our piece of Bandai soda flavored chewing gum in there. Gross. And here in the bag, we've got the Gundam, the backpack, the shield, and hand looks like it's molded on with the shield there. There's the V-fin, the bazooka, and the stand. So let me get this put together. We'll see how it looks. All right, there it is, and it looks very cool. Look at that V-fin, bruh. And it looks really nice, and the white is in a really nice off-white as well too, rather than just like actually pure white. The gold looks fantastic on there. Definitely this is going to benefit from some panel lining on there, panel lining to bring out the details in the off-white, and especially there in the gold as well. Around here on the back, you can see you got some hard points for doing some mixing and matching with the other Astray kits. Other Astray figures in the line. I'm sure you can probably mix and match some stuff there. All the vents in the back of the leg look really nice. And on the head, bazooka is in this dark gunmetal color. Now you have some options here. You could hold the bazooka in either the left or the right hand. You can choose which one you want to do with that. And the shield is an optional part. So if you want to have it holding the shield, and I think I do, you can just swap out that hand and have the shield in one arm and the bazooka in the other arm. I think is probably how I'll go with for mine. So there's that. Very nice. And the shield does have some text on there, does it? It's super tiny, but you can actually sort of make that out. I think it says the MBF Astray Orb, I think it says on there. So that's pretty cool. Next up, number 243 here is the Gold Edition Yakushiki Kai. Yakushiki Kai is a very odd design. I really am not sure how I feel about that alien head that it's got on it, but it's got a cool backpack on it and a cool design kind of overall. It's just a very odd shaped head. So let's go ahead and just check this out. Same thing around the box mostly, but the front of the box art does look really nice there on that. Let's see what we got inside. Obviously, we're going to have our gum here once again, and 2 bags, looks like, for all of our stuff. In the smaller bag, it's basically the backpack parts, the main part of the backpack, and then like the stabilizers for that. Other bag has the main Gundam, the head there separately, the beam rifle, the antenna for the head, and then the stand. Alright, so wow, I gotta say, for not really liking the head, here in Converge form, I think this thing is looking great. It looks super nice. I really like that. The gold, of course, looks fantastic. I just think the odd proportions, and this happens a lot, anytime it's like a mobile suit with like kind of odd proportions, it always seems to look better in Converge form, I think. You got those really super long feet that look really nice there in this style. The backpack looks great as well too. Obviously it's just all kind of in one color, so a little bit of detail painting or pen lining or placing a couple decals on that I think could look pretty cool. But man, the head looks fantastic. I actually like that, because I think maybe it's just because it's in gold. It looks very cool, and like the little horns here up here at the top, you have the antenna sticking off the side there. The pre-printed Yakushiki Kai logos there, or it's just the Hyaku Kai, I guess, but there on the shoulder. Those look super cool, so it looks like this is definitely going to be one that I'm going to really enjoy. Really like this. It looks great. It looks fantastic. Once again, some black panel lining on that gold will help bring out the detail even more on that, but man, there's the beam saber handles molded into the back skirt there as well too. But very cool. That looks fantastic. Let's go ahead then and move on to number 244, the Yakushiki Kai mass production type here. And on the front there you can see it's got the Gatling gun or launcher. I'm not sure if that's a Gatling gun or some sort of launcher attached up on his shoulder. I think it's just kind of a Gatling gun. Got the same rifle, but different backpack, and it's obviously got the thing there on his shoulder. The regular Yakushiki Kai doesn't have a hard point on the shoulder there for switching this out, so you wouldn't be able to like plug that accessory onto just the regular Yakushiki Kai. It's only going to work here on the mass production type, but overall it's going to be pretty similar obviously in the main body. It's just the backpack and the accessories and stuff. So let's go ahead and check this out. This time it's just the one bag, as we got just the main body, head, backpack all there in one. And there's the beam rifle, the launcher or the Gatling gun up there for the top of the shoulder, and the stand. Alright, there it is. Now, I gotta say, I'm not sure I really quite like this one as much as the regular Yakushiki Kai, but it does definitely still look pretty cool. The hoses are a little bit different. Let's just get the other one here side by side so you can compare. The hoses going to the backpack also a little bit different. The head, as you can see, is a little bit different. Not even the back side of it. I do kind of prefer this back side of the head. That looks pretty cool. I like that little kind of frill on the back of the head. It's kind of nice. But the front is also a little bit different. The kind of crown shaped part there on the front, the face is a little bit different, the faceplate part for that, so they're definitely a little bit more different than I expected. Even the chest is different too. The feet as well down there and the legs, so certainly a lot more different than even I was expecting. And I'm thinking the reason why that may be is that I think some of these in this kit are re-releases. No, I'm not sure at the moment. I can't remember if any of these have come out before and they're like re-releasing them in this gold edition set. Still does look really cool. You can rotate the arm, I guess, if you wanted to have it look like it was firing like that, but otherwise these don't really necessarily have much in the way of articulation. You could, I guess, also maybe rotate that to have it out at more of an angle or something like that, but a lot of really cool detail on there once again for sure. Looks fantastic. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. And that's going to be the Akatsuki Gundam Shiranui unit here. So I think it's Owashi is the other version of the backpack, right? I believe, if I remember correctly. But this one is definitely in a much more kind of orangey gold color than what we've seen so far. I think the Hyakushikis were in a little bit more kind of a pale gold compared to this. So in this one here, we've got two bags as well. It's got the main Gundam, the head, the shield, the V-fin, the beam rifle, the stand, and the second bag, like all of the Dragoon parts, basically all everything for the backpack. So a little bit more assembly required for this one. Let me go ahead and get that put together. Okay, here it is, and yeah, wow, it does look great. Now I will say I do have a little bit of beef with this in that mine has a little bit of a mishap. Looks like in the factory there's a little bit of a paint mishap and somehow got some like fluorescent pink reddish paint splattered a little bit there on that, so that's a little bit disappointing. The other thing is that the backpack, while it looks very cool, it's a little bit annoying that all the funnels are all separate parts because they do fall off kind of easily on here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them on here, and they're a little bit fragile, so I would recommend gluing those in place just to make sure that those aren't falling off and getting lost on you. But otherwise, of course, the detail does look fantastic. That kind of reddish goldish pinkish gold kind of color on there is nice compared to the just straight red on the feet, and they're looking really cool. So you got a lot of different colors on here. The shield looks nice. You got the orb text kind of molded in there onto the shield as well too. Just the head with that big massive V-fin on there, and like the ear wings there on the side of the head as well too. It's a very cool looking design. Even the beam rifle, it's a really cool design of the beam rifle, kind of a little bit different from the kind of normal strike beam rifle. So a cool design, and it looks good in Converge form, just a little bit touchy, and unfortunately mine had a little bit of a factory defect, but other than that, a really nice addition here as well. So finally, number 246 here is going to be the Shining Gundam in Super Mode. It looks really cool here with everything opened up, all the shoulders and the head parts and the gauntlet parts opened up there for Super Mode. And that hand part does look cool. I'm interested to see if we have any option hand parts in there as well other than that. But let's see here. So it looks like we got the main Gundam and everything. There's the hand and there's the backpack. There's the other part for the top of the head, the V-fin for the head, and then the base plate. So it looks like there is no other hand option part for that. Your only option is going to be the shining finger hand there for that, which is not a bad thing necessarily, but I guess just interesting that it didn't come with any other option for that. Oh man, I gotta say this is definitely my favorite of the bunch. That looks just fantastic. Look at that, just all solid gold. I mean, it looks like there is a little bit of two-tone gold in there. You can see maybe a little bit difference. One color is maybe a little bit more yellow and the other color is a little bit more orange. There is a little bit of difference in the gold there, but I mean, wow, that looks so good. If you're a fan of the Shining Gundam or God Gundam, or I mean like G Gundam in general, that looks so super good. I love this. This is definitely my favorite one of the bunch, and this is definitely made its way instantly to one of my favorite Converge figures. Even though it's just like all gold, some of the other ones are great. That they got some other different colors in there. They're not just solid gold, but this one, obviously the God Gundam and any of the like G Gundam mobile suits have to be like all gold like that, right? But the hand looks amazing too in that metallic green color there, and a little bit there on the chest. And the eyes, I wish the eyes were maybe also in the same color, would have been nice, or in like a brighter color. They're just like clear green, so they're kind of hard to really to see in there, but that looks so good. Man, I really like the look of that one. Alright guys, that's a wrap for another awesome set of Converge figures. Man, that really ended on a high note. I'm really super happy with that. A little bit of paint defect on the Akatsuki, but other than that, a pretty, not much in the way of defects on this set, so that's good as well too. The quality seems good, all the pre-painting and everything seems pretty good. No mold defects either, any like bent parts or anything like that. Curved V-fins, nothing like that to have to fix. So straight out of the box, this is a great set. Obviously gonna look even better with some paint on there. Really cool to see the different colors of gold in there as well too. You have that kind of a little bit more pale gold on the Yakushiki Kai, especially the mass production type. Even the mass production type and the regular Yakushiki Kai seem slightly different in their gold color. The mass production type seems slightly more pale, and then the gold for the Astray seems a little bit more kind of chrome gold. And then the definitely much more orange gold color there for the Shining Gundam, and man, how good does that thing look. So there you go, that's an awesome set of these guys. Definitely check out some Converge figures if you can get your hands on them. They're really awesome, just straight out of the box, just to put them up on the shelf or on your desk or wherever, to have them around, just as cool little figures. Or take some time to detail them up a little bit more with some panel lining, throw a couple of little tiny little decals on there, and they look even better. But yeah, I really enjoyed them a lot, guys, so let me know your thoughts down below. Which one's your favorite in the line? I guess if anyone answers anything other than the Shining Gundam, I'm going to be pretty surprised, but I know not everyone's a fan of the G Gundam series, so some of you will probably prefer some of the other ones. The Yakushiki Kai as well, also really awesome. Really quite surprised at how much I ended up liking that one as well too. But a great set. Thank you guys all so much for watching, for your support, guys, and as always, check out the link to USA Gundam Store down below. We have some Converge figure stuff on there, but not a whole lot, just because we don't actually get a lot imported into the US, unfortunately. But hopefully in the future that might change for you guys there. Until then, anyway, you guys can check out the site and shop around for anything else cool you might find. You can use my coupon code there, ZakuAurelius10, to save 10% off anything there on the site that you end up finding as well too. So thank you guys so much for watching and for all of your support. I'll see y'all later. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye.